Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the THW NHL News and Rumors Rundown. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with thehockeyraters.com. We got lots to go through, so we're going to file through it real quick here. But just a reminder, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do so at thehockeyrater right down there. If you want to go over to the website, that way, thehockeyraters.com, latest news and rumors, and of course on Facebook, facebook.com/hockeyraters. Okay, so let's get right into it. The big story of the week is that Elliot Friedman reported Duncan Keith was potentially on the move out of Chicago. The Blackhawks are trying to help him facilitate a trade to either Western Canada or the Pacific Northwest, and the Oilers are the team kind of at the front running of the conversations here. Chicago's interested in Seth Jones. That's where this is going. So apparently what's happening here is the Oilers are interested in Keith. Keith is interested in the Oilers. The Oilers are not interested in taking on his full salary, which is just about $5.4 million. They want Chicago to retain some of that. Chicago's not really interested in doing that because they would like to keep some money open for Seth Jones, maybe even Dougie Hamilton. Part of the deal might be Caleb Jones going to Chicago, so that could be attractive to Seth Jones, his brother, who might look at Chicago, who he's probably already interested in considering anyway as a trade destination. So there's a lot of moving pieces here, but it sounds like Duncan Keith to Edmonton is a real possibility here. It's just a matter of the details of the trade, how they would work it out, and whether or not everybody could be happy with how it goes down. Speaking of the Oilers, NinjaHopkins has signed a long-term extension with the team, 8 years, $5.125 million. Good cap hit for Edmonton, long-term for Edmonton, but there's some talk that he should still be productive on a power play or penalty kill into the later years of that contract, so probably not a huge deal, but the salary cap was the key component here, and they got that down to just above $5 million. The latest on Jack Eichel is that he has had another conversation with the Buffalo Sabres about his plan to get surgery for his neck. They're not on board with that. They still want their medical team to earn point on all this. Other teams just have bowed out of the race, but there's still some teams interested. Essentially what's happening here is they're finally kind of coming to terms on the fact that this is probably going to end. So Jack Eichel is going to be moving from the Buffalo Sabres somewhere else. It's just a matter of where and when. And the Buffalo Sabres have kind of settled into the fact that they're going to be moving Jack Eichel. General Manager Kevin Adams said, look, this is no longer just about Eichel. This is about a culture here in Buffalo. We want people who want to be here. We want people who understand what we're doing, that believe in the systems that we have in place. Apparently, Jack Eichel does not. So they're probably going to be moving him. Sam Reinhart, Rasmus Ristolainen, and they could be on the move out of Buffalo as well. The latest on Zach Hyman out of Toronto is that they're nowhere close. There's just not really any kind of beneficial talks here happening between the two sides. There was some thought maybe that NinjaHopkins' new deal might incline Hyman to take a little bit less than he might be shooting for in free agency, but it doesn't sound like that's the deal. There's a belief that he thinks he's going to get somewhere between $5, maybe even $6 million more per season from another team, and Toronto just can't pay that. So it looks like the Maple Leafs are settling in and trying to figure out what to do if Hyman doesn't return, and Hyman's going to test free agency. Be very interesting to see if the Oilers are in on this now that they've signed NinjaHopkins. We'll see. Still with the Toronto Maple Leafs, Frederik Andersen has been asked if he's going to be interested in taking a look at signing again with the Maple Leafs. The belief early on was that Frederik Andersen would test the market and Toronto would move in another direction. But they've talked to Frederik Andersen to see if he's got any interest in coming back, and it does sound like he is interested. The question will be, what kind of money are they looking at? What kind of term are they talking about? And can Toronto make that work? And is Andersen okay with being, probably second fiddle to Jack Campbell at this point? And what kind of a discount will he take, knowing that there will be teams out there that will give him some money on the free agent market? Finally, in St. Louis, Vladimir Tarasenko has told the team that, yes, I am absolutely willing to go somewhere. If you want to trade me somewhere else, there's a handful of teams that I'm willing to go to. So the Blues will probably look at moving him. Could be major changes in St. Louis. We'll see, because there's a lot of free agents and a lot of goals that could be leaving that lineup. So we'll see where all that goes. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week. Don't forget, check out thehockeyraters.com for all the news, rumors, stories, features, everything that's going on with hockey. Like and subscribe to all these videos. I appreciate it. And we will talk to you next week. Thanks, everybody.